Hi, welcome to today's Vinyasa Flow. For today's practice, you're gonna want a block and a bolster, or just a pillow from your bed will work just fine. And we'll get started in an easy seat on that bolster. So lifting your hips just a bit. Notice your knees falling forward a little bit more here. Hands resting on your shoulders. Eyes soften or close. And start here by giving yourself a few rounds of breath, just to notice that natural rhythm. Keeping your spine long, maybe even pressing the back of your skull back a bit. It's easy for us to want to lean forward. As you're ready, start to deepen your breaths. Inhale to fill the belly, lungs, up towards your heart space. Release from heart space, lungs, belly. Keeping those deep breaths here. Maybe bring one hand to chest, one hand to belly. Working at the pace that feels good for you. Not getting too into our own heads about those separate 3 parts. Really just focusing on inhales, filling all the way up through your torso. Exhale to release out all that air. Give yourself another complete round here. Really focusing on that exhale, pressing out all of the air, making way for fresh new air to come in. Hands can drop back down towards the lap. Breath returns to your normal pace, maybe just slightly slower. Eyes can flutter open. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, right hand outside of right hip, side stretch towards the right. Keeping your left hip anchored down, creating space between those ribs. Next inhale, come back to center. Exhale for the other side, full round of breath as your right hip anchors. Crown of the head lifts, but back of the head presses back again, not leaning forward. Next inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands to the lap. Switch out the leg you have in front. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand outside of your right knee. Right hand props up behind you. Full round of breath here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, right shoulder pulls back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, other side, right hand outside a knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to center. And then adding in some cat-cows from right here, bring your hands to heart center. On an inhale, you're gonna open your arms wide, pull your heart forward, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, draw your hands back to heart center, round your spine. Inhale, arms open wide, heart pulls forward. Exhale, round your spine, hands back to prayer. Give yourself a few more rounds here. Sometimes I feel a bit awkward bringing my hands to prayer at my chest and I press them forward. It's whatever feels best for you. We're just mimicking that cat-cow bending here, opening the chest and rounding the spine. So whatever allows you to do so. Give yourself another full round of breath. And then pause, make your way back to a neutral spine. Crown of the head lifts, hands rest on the knees. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Making your way to tabletop. That kind of breath we sometimes call a clearing breath. You can also think of it as a grounding breath. So helping you to center, ground down. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And then walk your hands forward, keeping your hips lifted. start to lower your chest to the mat for puppy pose. You might be able to rest your chin or forehead on the mat. Breathing here, hips stay lifted. Can tuck your back toes if you'd like a little baby planter stretch. Full round of breath here. When that's complete for you, walking your hands back under your shoulders, and then make your way to a tabletop position. So I should say hands might be forward just a bit. Pause here as you pedal out your legs, shift your hips side to side, maybe press your chest towards your thighs. Any movement that feels good in this down dog. Focusing here on the long spine. Use your next inhale to rock forward to plank. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Give yourself a few more rounds here. Keeping that integrity of your plank, engage the core, then use your hips to lift up and back. 2 more rounds wherever you are, working at the pace that feels best in your body. On an inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, a half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up, look up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Inhale to half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bring your right hand outside of left ankle. Left arm opens to the sky. A bit of a twist here. Breathe in. Breathe out, release. Left hand to the outside of right ankle. Right arm opens to the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out, release. Inhale to a half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale your hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up, maybe a baby back bend. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank position, toes or knees. Inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Elbows graze the ribs. Untuck your toes, hands back by hips. Inhale, lift for locust. Squeeze your back body. Exhale to lower. Inhale, press up to your plank, toes or knees. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog for 3 rounds of breath. Focusing on pressing into both hands equally. Softening the neck. Maybe that means you gently nod or gently shake the head. Just allowing it to soften here as much as is available. Use your next inhale. Sweep right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, right foot between your hands. Warrior 2, back foot parallel to the short edge of the mat, arms at shoulder height. Inhale, both palms flip up. Straighten the front leg, extend. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, palms face up and lift. Exhale, press back down. Few more rounds here at your pace of breath. Noticing if you can keep weight in both of your feet. Keep your upper body engaged so we're not real flowy here. Keeping those arms nice and strong. Pause next time you come to warrior 2. Not rushing to get there. Inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat. Coming to the ball of the back foot, left hand plants, right arm opens to the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out, right hand back to the mat. Step back to plank position. Give yourself a full round of breath in plank, heels press away from you. Crown of the head reaches forward. Next breath, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, sweep left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it between your hands. Warrior two, back foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Set up this pose with integrity, pressing into both feet. Inhale, both palms flip up, arms extend. Exhale to your warrior two. Working with those pulses, inhales to extend, exhale, sink down. Notice here, it's easy for that left knee to want to track in towards the middle. Keep your weight towards the outer part of your front foot. Give yourself another round wherever you are. We'll meet in warrior two when you're ready. Soft gaze over the front fingertips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Cartwheel your hands to the mat. Right hand stays planted. Left arm opens to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, hand to the mat. Step back to plank position. Inhale in plank. Exhale in plank. Inhale, hips up and back, down dog. Exhale here. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to a half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, root through your feet, then extend tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up, maybe you look up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward folds. Inhale, half lift, strong flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Step just your right foot back for crescent. So landing on the ball of that foot. Arms lift. Back heel presses away from you. Shoulders pull away from the ears. Then a bit of a funky transition. Shifting to tree. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Right foot comes to left calf or left inner thigh. Arms grow up towards the sky. Root through your left foot. Inhale. Exhale, step back to crescent. Give yourself a full round of breath. We'll go through that once more. Inhale, shifting your weight forward. Find your tree pose. Exhale here. Another inhale. Exhale, step back to crescent. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step forward, Uttanasana, forward folds. Inhale, half lift with airplane arms. Exhale, fold and release. Plant your hands, left foot steps back. Inhale, arms lift, framing the face. Find your base here. Even though you know we're going to be shifting this time, still finding the strong shape. On your inhale, shift your weight forward. Left foot coming to that right calf or right inner thigh, or toes can even be on the floor here, whatever works for your body. Give yourself another inhale. Exhale, step back to crescent. Notice if shoulders are creeping up towards the ears, pull them away. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale here, rooting through that foot. Inhale here. Exhale, step back to your crescent. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift with airplane arms. Exhale, folding down. Heel toe your feet a bit wider from Malasana. Toes might be off the mat, heels back on. Then as you're ready, begin to sink your hips down, finding your edge. You might pause right here. You can always bring a block under your seat if that feels good. Elbows press into your knees. Heart lifts towards the sky. Giving yourself about 2 rounds of breath. Weight stays in the outer edges of your feet. Heart pulls towards your thumbs. One more inhale. One more exhale. When that's complete, releasing the block out from under your seat. Hips find the mat, I should say your sit bones. Soles of the feet pressed together. Pull your heels away from your body, so a diamond shape rather than butterfly. Hands rest on your shins. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, hinge forward, then fold forward. Rounding as much as feels good in your upper body. Chin might tuck towards the chest, stretching out the back of the neck. Give yourself 3 full rounds of breath right here. When that's complete for you, press your upper body out of the shape. Bring your soles of the feet to the mat, knees up towards the sky. Hands rest on the front of your shins. Inhale, heart pulls towards the knees. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale out the mouth. Another round. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. When that's complete, releasing your grip, take your block with you towards the middle of the mat and then lower down to a reclined position. Hips, shoulder, head, all supported here. Knees point up towards the sky. On an inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky, bringing your block under your sacrum. Finding that point here where it helps you balance. Hands can rest on your belly or down by your hips. If it feels good to walk your heels away from your body, go for it. But if that adds any extra pressure to your low back, just allowing it to release. As always, if this feels good, you can stay right here. If you'd like to take a supported waterfall, slowly knees hug into the chest, feeling that block support you. Then legs extend up towards the sky, supported waterfall. Give yourself some time here, rolling out your ankles, maybe bending one knee then the other, or just enjoy some stillness. It might feel a bit counterintuitive to take a shape like this in a grounding practice, but feeling your base here support you, your shoulders, that block beneath your sacrum, your strong core, using that as a way to root down. Very similar to taking tree pose, where it can be balancing and wobbly and all sorts of funkiness, but just reminding yourself, rooting down wherever you can, wherever you have access. Use your next breath to bend your knees in towards your chest, then soles the feet back to the mat. Inhale to lift your hips just high enough to release the block. Hips lower down. Inhale, extend right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend right knee over left like you're seated in a chair. Twisted roots, arms out to a T or a cactus shape. Allow your knees to fall towards the left. Now you might find that it feels better in your low back to untwist your legs. If that's the case, go for it, supporting your body. Gaze can be up towards the sky or over your right shoulder. Give yourself a few rounds of breath to soften here. Wait for your next inhale. Use that to slowly bring yourself back to center, unwinding. Exhale and center. Then inhale, extend left leg. Exhale, bend left knee over right like you're seated in a chair. Allow your knees to fall towards the right. Gaze might be over that left shoulder or up towards the sky. Breathe here. Two more full rounds of breath. Use your next inhale to come back to center. Unwinding those legs, centering your hips once more. Inhale, hug the knees into the chest, low back presses into the mat. Exhale right here. Inhale, hug your knees up, or hug your forehead up towards your knees. Exhale, extend into Shavasana. Giving ourselves just a few moments here, but imagining each breath helps you to soften into the pose just a bit more. Your only job is to breathe. I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Continuing to focus on your breath. If this feels good, you are welcome to stay right here for as long as is available. If it's time to close out your practice, start with gentle movements, wiggling fingers and toes, maybe a good morning stretch, fingertips overhead, toes opposite direction. Then make your way to a fetal position on either side. Pausing there, again noticing that grounded sensation rooting down into the floor beneath you that supports you. And when you're ready, press up to a comfortable, easy seat. Long spine, eyes soft or closed. Allowing yourself to feel some gratitude for showing up today and honoring your body with movement and with rest. Feeling that importance sink in. We'll close with a collective breath. Can exhale to prepare. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, draw your hands back to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Thank you for being part of this rad community, and I hope you have a beautiful day.